How does Jacob deceive his father Isaac?
In Genesis 27, when he goes before his father and he's trying to deceive his father into giving him the blessing, right? Even though the father wants to give it to Esau, Jacob steps in and says, I'm Esau. And the way that this works, like if you're going to deceive somebody into thinking like my identity is something different, like there's 5 different senses that you have to play with. And all of them are mentioned in the story. The first one is sight, and how the chapter begins by telling us that Isaac's old and his eyes had grown dim. So he's blind. So sight's out the window. The next one is hearing, and that's the only one that Isaac should have trusted, because he says, this is the voice of Jacob. This is not the voice of Esau, but he ignores that. Why? Because the other senses come into play. Jacob brings game like Esau did, and so the taste is like Esau's. He puts hair all over his hands and his neck so that when Isaac reaches out and grabs him, he touches what feels like Esau. Jacob is wearing the clothing of Esau, like all the smell of the outdoors and the fields and the animals and everything else. And so when he comes close to kiss him, he smells Esau. And so the idea is he's fooling all of the senses except hearing. But Isaac doesn't trust the voice, and he ignores his gut instinct and gives the blessing because all the other senses were fooled.